Hi guys. Okay. All right, I'm gonna just kind of try to bring some hope. So there was a lot of this feeling of injustice, and that I was moving through earlier, and this understanding that you've been this other person okay, this is what's coming to me. So again, always just take what resonates. You've been this other person all this time. Like we have this kind of Queen of Cups energy on the bottom. It's just like the artist, like the creative, the visionary, the one that's balanced emotionally. And you, the one, yeah, with like creative ideas. And, you've been this other character and this other energy, and you are starting to see that now. Yet other people's projection, you started to, allow this other idea, play in this other identity, because of other people's projections and other people's stories about you. So there's this deep pain and maybe anger. People have been talking about the wands energy. So like a lot of people are starting to, and that was the other thing that came to me, is like, I can't even describe like the lift of like them, because that's been one of the things that I've been trying to figure out. Is something wrong with me? Is it my diet? Like, what is it and there are things that you'll learn how to rest, because once you walk away from people as well, you're going to have more responsibility on your shoulders. So you have to learn what your body's needs are and stuff like that, and how to rest. And there are spiritual upgrades that you'll go through, which will bring your energy down. But as a whole, it's been like this, like I feel like once I started, my energy started coming back up. I'm like, I was moving at like 70% most days. Like there was definitely times where I would be in a higher space, but it was like, and it's like, because there's been some things probably mentally that you've let go of, like certain concerns, or feeling responsible for things that weren't really yours to hold and stuff like that. So there's like this feeling of like, WTF, like I was holding on to this or I was doing these things for people that were never gonna like return the favor or whatever it is. And then and that you weren't really able to like be in this energy, which is like like whatever, like the healers, like this is an energy that you like to be in, and this like, or this empress energy. You want to be able to like express yourself. And I've been seeing that for me of like, of different things, of like, I haven't had, like, I don't have this space. I don't really have the setup to like pour into creativity. And I'm like, that's something that I want to have in my life. I want to have the ability to be in more of a creative space, because you have so much emotional, you're alchemizing. So it's like, you need that. So there's this acceptance that, because there's a lot of projection going on, but you have you've let enough burdens go, or you're in a higher understanding of like who you are, that it's not affecting you like it has before, possibly. But you're also like, you're having to face and move through like these injustices, essentially. And it's really wild. It's so wild, because I'm feeling like a really strong ancestral energy of like this kind of like this need to dig deep to understand that it's like, it's gonna all come together. there's this like, trying to find the right word, trying to not wrap it up with the right words. It's sort of this like knowing that like Earth is just hard, because it's like, as much as you want to just be able to be, I don't even like, I think of even, you know, the guys that were like a Mozart, and that like they had to go through, they had crazy stories, and it took them a long time to get to where they could publish their masterpieces. Most of them, I'm sure there were some that like pumped out a bunch of them, but like there's that kind of like part of you that's like, I really just wanted to create stuff while I was here. Like there's this inner child, like I'm furious, and that this is wrong, and like I think it's like your inner child just can't understand injustice. It's just like, it's just not okay. And so it's like this bigger picture that is like, because there's this acceptance that the people that you've been holding on to or caring about or even serving, that are like not going to wake up, or they're not going to, you have to let them go, they're not going to be with you, that you're like, it feels like that time wasted of like, I could have been doing things to make my inner child happy, and like doing that for creating a better life for myself or whatever. There's that feeling, and it's that knowing, that coming back to this acceptance that's like, we're all God's children, but those of us who choose to devote ourselves to God, it's like, you have to keep moving through these injustices, and then that drives you, that brings that passion back. That's where the ancestors are coming in, of like, that's why you need your fire, because it's like you have to take that and use it to create the life that you want to have, so that you can be in that Queen of Cups. That's all coming together right now. It's like being shown to you of like what you really want to do, so that you can then inspire other people to do the same thing. I don't know why it has to happen like this. Like, I don't know why it has to be that it's like all this injustice happens, and then you finally like what's the word? Like overthrow your own belief system or something. Like, you're like, all right, fuck this. I'm just gonna figure out how to make the best of my own life and not care about these other people or something. Like, that's how it feels. All right, you guys, I've got to get, because you also, like, for me too, I'm like, of course I love my kid and everything, but I'm like, these moments where you feel all the injustice and all the intensity, I'm like, I needed something just for me right now. Like, I need that for me. And yeah, that's like your inner child getting stubborn and mad, but then I'm like, well, I'll still have to be mom and like not lose it, and like figure out how to do it with the life that we already have and stuff, so that but that drives you to want to create those spaces, and then also for other people. All right. We'll stop it there.